Hello and welcome to Curiosity Chronicles. Welcome back. If you've been here before and if you're a new friend, thank you for joining me today. I want to talk about barbers. This is something that I find really irritating, and I'm curious how we got here in terms of barbers. So, as a woman going to the hair salon, I understand that I'm going to have to book my appointment a few weeks in advance or hope that there might be a random appointment open that week, or ask them to put me on a waiting list, like make the appointment for me, but then also put me on a waiting list just in case anybody cancels. So I'm kind of used to that. But when I was growing up, going to the barber was a whole different kind of experience. You just showed up and you sat down and you read the paper or a magazine or whatever. And then when it was your turn, the barber just pointed at you and said, all right, your turn, let's go. And you didn't have to make appointments, and you didn't have to commit to waiting a long period of time. What I'm finding now, and I'm the only female in my family. So it's all men around me, and they all have the same problem, is that when they get to the point where they're like, you know what, I need a haircut, they try to get into a barber, but they have to make an appointment. And there's a barber in our town that my son really likes, except every time I try to make an appointment there, like I'm like, okay, how about tomorrow after school? It's like, okay, well, I can see you in 4 weeks. 4 weeks for a barber appointment. Why? And this is across the board. And I noticed that this started when women were opening barbershops. And I thought, well, are they just bringing that culture of salons to barbershops? Because if they were trained in a salon setting, then that's how they think it should run. So I'm curious what you think. Do you think it's simply because women are trained in salon settings where it takes a few weeks to get an appointment sometimes? Or you're going to book your hair? Because women's hair tends to take a lot longer to wash and cut and style and blow dry and everything else than a man's quick little haircut on a Saturday morning. So I can understand having an appointment so that you get everything that you want. I would not want to sit at my stylist salon for 4 hours waiting for her to have an extra moment where she can deal with me. So I get it in the women's salons where it does take a lot longer. And sometimes, you've got people and they're going for a color first with a colorist, and then they're going to their stylist to get their hair cut and blown out. But I don't understand it with barbers. I don't get it. Why do we have to make appointments with barbers? I don't get it. And it's really irritating because all the men in my family need haircuts right now. And I'm thinking, yeah, it's going to take a month before anywhere can take you and that you can actually get your haircut. So have you noticed this? Have you wondered why this is? Are you a female barber and you make people have appointments? I would love to know why. I would love to know what the logic is behind it, and what is the business case for a barber making appointments versus first come first serve kind of thing. And what I've noticed is that even in the barbershops run by men, they're doing the same thing. So I think it's just become this standard in barbershops that, we're a salon that calls itself a barbershop, and it takes a few weeks to get an appointment. I did say to my son years ago that he should go to barber school just for fun, and then he could just set up shop in the driveway. First come, first serve. I bet he'd have a lineup every morning waiting for him to get out of bed and come and cut some hair. Anyway, let me know what you think. Am I crazy? Am I losing my mind on this one? Or have you noticed this too and can't figure it out either? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for stopping by and stay curious.